What's up, everybody? Weston here with the Hidden Given, back with another Daily Deck Tech video, and back with another viewer request. And today I have one. I had somebody reach out to me on Discord and ask for a commander deck for their spouse that they could build and have pretty straightforward for the strategy because their spouse is new to Magic, but wanted something that could perform at like bracket 3 and could be upgraded to bracket 4, and the budget $300 to $400. I think I got it. 407, not bad, right? But without further ado, before we get into it, if you like the Daily Deck Text, the Magic for the Working Class, anything else in between, feel free to subscribe if you feel I've earned it. But let's get into Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon, shall we? Yes. Making this person hated at the table from the get-go. So who's Skithiryx? Skithiryx is a 4/4 for 3 generic, double black. Skithiryx, the Blight Dragon, is a legendary Phyrexian Dragon Skeleton, and it is famous for having flying and Infect. You can also pay 1 black to give it haste until end of turn, or double black to regenerate it. Notice that is the Venom section of it, because I always update to cheapest when I build these decks. So apparently the Venom one is the cheapest, so, you can get that for 12 bucks. So the goal here is pretty simple. We're going to get Skithiryx out. We're going to smash face with Skithiryx, and we're going to kill people with Infect. It's that easy. Rather than do 21 commander damage, we're just going to do 10 Infect damage to each person and win the game. Hopefully. So who's our supporting cast? We got quite a few dudes in here today. We got Agent Venom, Flash Menace, and whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. That's going to be pretty good because we have a bunch of little dorky dudes in here that just sit around and, die to do things, right? We have Blight Belly Rat. When it dies, proliferate. It's got Toxic 1. It's a 2/2 for 2. See? It does things when it dies. Blood Pet, you can sack it to add a black to your mana pool. Think of him as like a mana replacement. You drop him on turn 1, then use him on turn 4 to get Skithiryx out a turn early. We have Contagious Nim. It's a 2/2 for 3 with Infect. Core Prowler is a 2/2 for 4 with Infect, and when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, proliferate. So it doesn't matter if some of these die, because they'll just up the amount of poison counters on people. We got Dark Confidant. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. Life is a resource. Use it. Emeritus of Woe. It enters prepared at the beginning of your end step. If 2 or more creatures die this turn, this creature becomes prepared, and then its prepared spell is Demonic Tutor, which is, of course, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle. We have Grey Merchant of Asphodel. So he can gain you some life based on the number of black mana symbols you have. Devotion to black. Each opponent will lose that much life. You will gain life equal to life lost that way. We have Gulping Scrap Trap. When it enters the battlefield or dies, proliferate. So we're hoping to be able to smack in, get some poison counters on early with some of our other spells, even before Skithiryx hits the battlefield. And then we can proliferate, We have Hand of the Praetor. Sorry, I'm still very sick. My daughter just, absolutely tango downed me with the illnesses. Infect. Other creatures controlled with Infect gets +1/+1. And whenever you cast a creature spell with Infect, target player gets a poison counter. That's pretty fun. It's a 3/2 for 4. That's going to make your Skithiryx a 5/5. And people get a poison counter if you cast something with Infect. Ichor Myrrh is in here. It's a 1/1 for 2 with Infect, and it becomes if it becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2. Remember, Infect doesn't really deal damage. It deals damage in the form of -1/-1 counters or poison counters. We have Ichor Rat's Infect. When it enters the battlefield, each player gets a poison counter. That includes you. So if your stuff gets stolen, prepare to die. Len Myrrh, he's a mana dork. He's going to just add a black mana. He's out there to get your stuff out faster. We have Madam Null, Power Broker, Death Touch, and whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, you put that many 1/1 counters on it, right? We have ourselves Massacre Worm. Whenever this creature enters, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. Mer Convert, Toxic 1. You can pay 2 life to add a mana of any color. Not too shabby at all. We have Nimrazor Paladin. He's a Phyrexian Knight. He's looking weird. He's a 4/4/5, Toxic 2, and when Nimrazer Paladin enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. This works pretty well for like Iron Claw, Myrrh, Blight Belly, Blood. You know, you got all these little dudes that you can return. Opposition Agent, so if your opponent searches the library, you can flash it in, and you control the opponents while they're searching their libraries, and while an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend a mana as though it were mana of any color to cast them. Steal your opponent's lands, and all sorts of things. It's super fun. Ornithopter of Paradise, of course, is a mana dork. Just helping getting things out faster, because Skithiryx is a 5-drop, and although like a few years ago that was a top tier, no longer, even in bracket 3, is 5 cost really that fast. We have Phyrexian Crusader, first strike, protection from red and white, and it has Infect. We have Plague Myrrh, add a colorless, and then you can Infect with it. Plague Stinger, flying and Infect, 1/1 for 2. Whispering Spectre, it's like Hypnotic Spectre, but if it was a jerk. It's a 1/1 for 3, flying Infect. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, that player discards a card for each poison counter he or she has. Yeah, it's literally just Hypnotic Spectre, you know, ish. But if it were Phyrexianated. We have Dothi Voidwalker, you know what it does. It's a 3/2 for 2, Shadow. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it with a void counter on it instead. And then you can sack it to choose a card exiled. An exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You can play that card this turn without paying its mana cost. Sorceries, we're only running 5, right? We've got Demonic Tutor in here. By the way, this is a bracket 3. We've got 3 game changers in here. We have our Demonic Tutor, search up a thing that we want. Drown an Ichor, give something -4/-4 until end of turn and proliferate. Infectious Inquiry, you draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, each opponent gets a poison counter. Sign in Blood, you lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. Well, target player does. Don't get misdirected. Toxic Deluge, pay life and kill things. I don't know who that is, but for some reason I thought it was Green Lantern, but it's most certainly not Green Lantern. Instance, we have Bitter Triumph. You can discard a card or pay 3 life to destroy target creature or planeswalker, right? There you go. Then we have ourselves Cabal Ritual. The Cabal Ritual and Dark Ritual are both in this deck to help get out Skithiryx fast. Deadly Rollick, exile a creature. It's free if you control your commander. Defile, target creature gets -1/-1 for each swamp you control. Dismember, 1 and 2 Phyrexian black, so you can pay 2 life for each of the Phyrexian mana if you want. Target creature gets -5 and -5. Fake Your Own Death is in here, so if your Skithiryx dies, it comes back. We also have, I believe, our other protection spell would be Unlikely Aid, which of course is +2/+0 and indestructible. We also have Imp's Mischief, which changes the target of target spell with a single target. You lose life equal to the mana value. We also have a lot of removal in here. We have Go for the Throat. We have Hero's Downfall, Murder, Sheoldred's Edict, Vraska's Fall, Slaughter Pack, Whisper of the Dross, technically, although it's mostly in here for Proliferate. Infernal Grasp. We also have pump spells in the form of Sugar Rush, so that way +3/+0 and draw a card. Howl from Beyond +X/+0 until end of turn. Man, I have the old version of this card, and the art was so cool. Look at the little fuzzy thing getting eaten there. You know, we have Wither Bloom, pay 3 life, counter target summon spell. This is about as good as you're going to get for black counter magic, because Dash Hopes just doesn't do anything in the commander format. We got Murder in here and Withering Torment as well. Artifacts. We are running Soul Ring and Arcane Signet and Jet Medallion to just mana accelerate. We are running both boots for both protection and haste purposes. We are running Commander's Plate for protection purposes and to buff. And Lash Writhe, living weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each swamp you control. You can equip it for double Phyrexian black mana, which means for 4 life you can do that. We also have Bullet Citadel. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value. Rather than pay its cost, sacrifice 10 permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Enchantments, we have Dothi Embrace. We're going to give our Skithiryx Shadow, right? That way you can get in, poke somebody. Necrogen Communion, enchanted creature you control is toxic too. Give this to Skithiryx, so like he'll do his infect damage plus his toxic damage. Whenever the enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control. So a little bit of recursion. We also have Unspeakable Symbol. Pay 3 life, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Just do this and get him to 10, right? You know, you only have to get him pumped up by 2. So pay 6 life. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. You have to pump him up by 6. So, you know, 18 life, just one-shot somebody. For our lands, we do have Cathedral of War because it gives Exalted. Exalted's pretty strong. Anything that pumps up your Skithiryx is good. We do have Shizo to give it Fear. Rogue's Passage to give it Unblockable. The Myriad Landscape and some swamps. As you want to upgrade this deck, feel free to switch out some swamps for some like Cabal Coffers, right? Some other lands that help with there's the like Minas Morgul, not Minas Morgul. I can't remember what it is. It's from the Lord of the Rings set. It gives a creature shadow. That one's good, and it becomes a wraith. Anything that either buffs or makes your Skithiryx unblockable. And of course, there are some other big bomb cards that you can put in here, right? Like you can put some extra finishers like Torment Palefire, etc. But I wanted to keep it within the $400 budget. So that is the build. Let's go ahead and take a look at our little thingamabobber here, our playtesting. Will Moxfield be kind? Let me look here. So we're starting with 2 lands, but we do have an Arcane Signet and Ornithopter Paradise, so that's not the worst thing that could happen to us. Let's see what we can do. You know what? Turn 2, I'm going to play the Arcane Signet. It's less likely to get popped. Next turn, we're going to drop a Swamp. So this is turn 3. We're going to drop Ornithopter of Paradise. And I'm going to drop Plaguemur. So next turn, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available, 7 mana available. All right, we're just going to go for broke here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to play Skithiryx. And then I'm going to play Demonic Tutor. We are going to... Where, oh, where are you? We are going to... What do we want? I'm trying to think here. We could... Lightning Greaves would be good for the protection purposes, but we already have enough mana to recast Skithiryx if we need to. I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to go for Lash Wraith. Close and shuffle. Lash Wraith will grow into my hand. Next turn, we play a Swamp. We are rewarded for our Hubris. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Lash Wraith. I'm just going to pay the 4 mana. Or not 4 mana, the 4 life for this. So he's going to have plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, making him a 9/9, right? Go ahead. Play Vraska's Fall. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, gets a poison counter, and then we swing in for 9 and assume that might kill someone. On our next turn, if they haven't killed him, he's still a 9. Now he's a 10/10 because we've got our Hand of the Praetors down, right? Which is pretty good. And we may as well, you know, go ahead and just get rid of whatever something is there. And I'm going to play my Ichor, or my Ichor Claw. I'm going to go ahead and swing for 10. May as well poke at somebody for 2. Yeah. This is pretty gross. It does that pretty quickly. Let's see another hand, shall we? Oh, this one's not bad either. We draw for turn, pop that down. Next turn, we pop this. And we're going to drop our Plaguemur. Next turn, you know, we're on turn 4. We're going to set up our Swiftfoot Boots. Next turn, we drop our Swamp. We'll do it this way. We don't have mana available. But what I want to do, I'm actually going to wait a turn. I'm going to drop Madam Null. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many 1/1 counters on it. Next turn. I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3. And this gets 3 counters on it. Set counters 2, 3. So this is 6-2. Or 6-5. We're just going to slap the boots on him. Man, we cannot catch a break on the lands this time. You know what? We're going to just crash in for 6 Infect. We will present a terrifying prospect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set counters 4. So he is a 9/9 right now. Next turn, we draw. We will put the boots on him. So he's a 9/9. Go ahead and swing in with these. We'll say somebody tries to kill him, and we are going to go ahead and give Unlikely Aid to give him +2/+0 and Indestructible until end of turn. So we're going to say whoever that was is dead. We still have 2 mana available, and we're just going to kill somebody's thing during their turn. Next turn, I am actually just going to drop down Withering Boon. Oh wait, that's not an enchantment. We are going to yeah, we're gonna do this. For some reason, I always think because of the colon on Withering Boon that it's an enchantment. This is what happens when I'm tired. But we put Unspeakable Symbol on there. We're just going to pay 3 life to put a 1/1 counter on him, making me a 10/10. We may as well pump this guy up to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Making him an 8/7 and swinging with both. Yeah, see, we can just keep doing silly things like this, right? Even with low mana, we get to do a bunch of fun stuff, and we can just keep swinging in, right? We get more swamps in. We still have Demonic Tutor, Howl from Beyond. We still have like some backup plans. But yeah, that is the deck and the build and how it plays. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know a lot of people hate this card, but it is a pretty good, straightforward game plan. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm Weston with the Hidden Gibbon. I'm going to go get some sleep and a haircut tomorrow morning. Hope you all have a wonderful day. What's up,